Let's go, Bradley! Number 3, Ainsley Miles. Let's go, Ainsley Miles! Number 9, Avery Inland.
Means that we've got another game to go, and we have a very special guest with us to begin things. This is probably the first time, Rob Healey, that you have sat down and taken a break because you have been busy for 2 weeks.
Yes, sir. We've tried to put on the best show we could here for 2 weeks. Last week was a little tough with all the weather, but our staff and people were great. So yeah, it's been rewarding because it's all about these kids that are playing the game and these families that have come from a long way and spent a lot of money. And but it's definitely will be time for a break after tomorrow. That's for sure.
I think it was time for a break after last week. I tell you what, you guys put in an overdrive, tremendous job in really nasty conditions from the standpoint of rain. It was just, I tell folks, I started working on building my ark. There was so much rain last week, but you guys just persevered, had this field ready to go. Kudos to you and your crew. All right, your official job title.
My official job title, I am Manager 5 Sports and Tourism for Parks and Recreation here in the county. So basically how this got to Prince George is in 2022. I went to Florida and bid on the tournament. We hosted in 2021. Went to Florida and bid, and we got 4 age groups here for 2024. But it's a large undertaking from Parks and Rec staff to the volunteers that come in. So it just takes a great deal of people, Fire EMS, all the sponsors, the donors, Visit PGA, HPG, all those people couldn't have done it without them.
All right, now, did the rain a week ago have you thinking, don't want to do this again?
Well, actually, no, it was, I told somebody later in the week as we got along, it was frustrating to have to put the quick draw down and rake, but where it got frustrating was the families that had to sit and wait. Call them and tell them be here at 10, we're going to play at 11. Tell them the night before, be ready to play at 9. It got frustrating for them, so that's what got frustrating for me and our staff. We put in a lot of hours and a lot of time and a lot of raking and quick dry and turfus, but at the end of the day, the families that were here and all the hard work from all the people was well worth it.
It has been a great World Series, great bells and ponytails last week, darlings and angels this week. Is it just me, or now I do a lot of youth sports, and I've got to admit, fans can get a little rowdy. This has been some of the best fans for a youth sports game and tournament that we've seen here.
Yes, sir. In 2021, when we were here, it was kind of tough. I mean, we had to escort some people out, and that's not easy to do with their kids are in here playing, and they're having to watch it from on top of a hill or outside of a fence. But this week, it's been awesome. In both weeks, no problem out of fans, no problems out of anyone that we encountered. Everybody was very gracious and understanding of the rain, and then this week have been better. But again, last week was tough, and we appreciate every minute that people said thank you. Even this week they've said thank you. This has been a great tournament. This Alabama team is pretty good, though.
Collins Palmer leading it off. She drops one in right field, takes off for second, and she will get there safely. Before I let you go, I got to ask, it happened in 21, happens in 24. You hoping to bring it back in the future?
Yes, sir. I think the goal would be to go, unless somebody tells me sooner, the goal would be to go in 26 and bid for 2028.
Knocked down the third baseline by Sasser. Throw over to first, not there. Fulmer will make her way to third. You got runners on the corners. Big turn by Fulmer. Chase back to the bag, and going to second is Sasser.
It would be to go to 26 to come back here in 28. We're looking at doing it again. But it's about these kids, these coaches. This Saluda team over here in South Carolina, they won it last week with 11 and 12s, but this Alabama team, they're pretty good.
They are the only unbeaten team. As a matter of fact, if they lose, then we go to the if they don't. We've stopped our softball right here with this one with the Darlings. Of course, got the Angels playing on the opposing field. I think it is Virginia and Florida playing as we speak.
Yeah, Virginia, Florida in one field, and we got Alabama and Louisiana on the other field, and then we'll have championship games tomorrow for them.
One last question before I let you go.
Yes, sir.
And that is, I know this isn't the only thing that comes here to this diamond. What is next?
So we have probably 4 or 5 Top Gun softball tournaments that we're hosting this fall. We host about 12 or 13 of them a year. We're also going to look at hosting some Dixie softball state tournaments next year in Virginia here. So a lot of moving parts. Not to mention what we do for our regular stuff, which is soccer and football coming up here very shortly.
Well, Rob Healey, let me again say thank you very much for a job well done, man. I have been impressed by you and your crew working nonstop. I get here earlier. You get here earlier than I do. And I leave late and you leave later than I do.
It's been a pleasure having you guys here again. It's been a pleasure having the Dixie officials here. Been very gracious, all the families, all the hard work from all the people that have been here from sun up to sundown. But again, we appreciate everybody's work to make this go as well as it's gone. And thank you guys again.
Hey, thank you. Rob Healey with us, and we appreciate that very much. Great job in making this happen here. Thanks, Rob Healey.
Thank you.
We are in the top part of the first, Alabama and South Carolina. And 3 runs are played, and Claire Dixon over at third in now a 3-zip ball game. And the officials conferring. I'm not sure what the conversation is about. Let's get things set for you. And again, Rob Healey and his crew, man, they have done a terrific job in keeping the field ready to play. This week has been nice weather-wise. I don't think we've had anything hinder play. But, man, if you were with us last week for the Bells and Ponytails, it was nothing but rain. And his crews put it in overdrive and overtime. There is Kenny Wallace. Shot to third, throw over to first by Enlow. But not able to get Wallace, and apparently they have called Dixon out at third. So that was the result of the discussion between officials. So Dixon tagged out at third for out number 1. Wallace on at first. Zalea Reynolds coming to the plate. All right, let's get that lineup set for Alabama. Collins Fulmer, the 1-hitter. Brooklyn Sasser batting second. Kinsley Cox third. Claire Dixon, the 4-hitter. Kenny Wallace in the 5 spot. Zalea Reynolds with a fly out to left center field. Batting in the 6 hole. Andy Smith, the 7-hitter. Brody Kilpatrick batting 8th. Tally Slater is that 9-hitter. Libby Paul batting 10th. Sawyer Blair 11th. And 12-hitter Bertie Stevens. Sophie Patterson in the circle for South Carolina. Emily Shealy behind the plate. Braylon Barwick at first. Second baseman Lily Patterson. That is hit to third and will drop over the man of Enlow. And you got a couple of base runners on. Smith at first. Wallace at second. Meanwhile, Ansley Miles is at short. Avery Enlow, the third baseman, and the South Carolina outfield. Lee Price in left. Center fielder is Ansley Robertson. Tinsley Barwick, right center. Right fielder is Autumn Latham. Two aboard, 2 gone, 3 in. As that has popped up, coming out of the circle, not able to make the catch is Patterson. And Alabama will load it up. Kilpatrick on at first. It is windy today here in Virginia. First time we've seen any breeze of any substance, but we've got it today. Base is full for Alabama. South Carolina's coach coming out to have a conversation with his team, reminding them, okay, ladies, have fun. And remember, you got to win this one to force the if game and have a shot at the title of the big piece of hardware.
Girls, get your hands in the game.
Tally Slater to the plate. And then be Paul moving to the on-deck circle. No swing on the opening pitch to Slater. Both teams have already played today. South Carolina beat Louisiana 1-0. Alabama over North Carolina 7-3. Popped up, foul territory, trying to track it down as Barwick from first. Can't get there, and the at-bat for Slater will continue. Three runners in, Fulmer, Sasserman, Cox. Three runners on, Dixon, Wallace. Check that. Wallace, Smith, and Kilpatrick. As that is shot over towards right field. That will smack off the palm of the mid for Price. Got a run in Wallace, and now Smith. Tag now trying to get back to second. So Wallace and Smith scoring. It's Kilpatrick that is tagged out trying to get back to second into Slater, who is left on. So 2 runs will play. And the Alabama lead goes to 5 as we head to the bottom of the first.
Leading off for the South Carolina state champion. Left center fielder, number 1, Kingsley Barwick. Let's go, Tinsley! Come on, Hank. Come on, Hank. All right, batter. Come on, Tinsley. Nobody better. Nobody better. That's right. One for yours. One for yours.
We head to the bottom part of inning number 1. Tinsley Barwick starts at Autumn Latham. Batting in the 2 spot. Right between the wicket into left field and on is Barwick. And a base runner aboard for South Carolina. Hoping to respond in a big way to the Alabama runs in the top part of the inning. Autumn Latham, the 2-hitter. Braylon Barwick bats third. Ansley Miles is the 4-hitter. 5-spot Avery Enlow, Sophie Patterson batting 6th, and Lily Patterson 7th. Ansley Robertson is the 8-hitter. Lee Price batting 9th, Kinsley Cook 10th. Ellery Shealy in the 11th spot, Presley Price batting 12th. Alabama with Bertie Stevens in the circle beside the pitcher. Behind the plate is Libby Paul. Claire Dixon at first, second baseman Collins Fulmer. Hit the short catch made there by Sasser. Holding over at first is Barwick. And there is one away. Claire Dixon, the first baseman. Alabama's second baseman Collins Fulmer. Shortstop Brooklyn Sasser, and third Kenny Wallace. Andy Smith in left field. Left center Kinsley Cox. Right center Sawyer Blair. And in right field, I think that Sawyer Blair is in right. Right center is Zalea Reynolds. And Zalea getting it, underhanding, getting the lead runner, and the putout will go 8-6. And get out number 2. And his crown over towards third, scooped up there by Wallace. Goes to first, not able to get Miles. She's on safely. Barwick will go to second. And a couple of base runners on for Avery Enlow. Over to second, knocked down there by Fulmer. She'll go to first, get the out of Enlow on the fourth, 3 put out. 2 runners stranded, nobody scores. We go to the second, Alabama trying to add to the 5-run lead.
Go, girls! You got this! All right, man. The catcher, number 3, Libby Hall. Mike.
Top of the second, Libby Paul starting it off. Sawyer Blair and Bertie Stevens. 2 up in the inning, 2.
Let's go, girls. Be moving.
Couple of base runners stranded in the bottom part of the first.
Help!
And we head to the second in a 5-zip game. An Alabama win, and the World Series is over. A South Carolina win. And we'll play again. And it's my understanding we will play again today. Fouled off for the screen.
Hey, girls, see the ball, make the play. 2 strikes, 2 more pitches.
Fouled away by Paul. Top part of inning number 2, and yes, I'll go ahead and answer the question. You're going to do 4th inning shoutouts? Yep. We shall. So get ready to say what you're going to say when we head into the 4th. Patterson, and Robertson. When you get to the bottom of the second, over to third, and a nice catch made by Avery Enlow. And Libby Paul with a line out for out number 1. One out for Sawyer Blair. Another opportunity for Enlow at third. Throw over to first. Not quite in time. Blair will be on. And is she safe or out? She is safe. South Carolina making the contention that she turned towards the field rather than out. But the officials determining that she is safe over at first, and Bertie Stevens will come to the plate. Top of the order, Collins Fulmer to the on-deck circle.
Let's go.
A little overcast. Clouds have moved in. Reminiscent outside of the breeze of last week when we had lots of clouds and lots of rain, but not much in the way of a breeze.
2 more outs, girls. Let's catch it. Make your plays here.
Bernie Stevens with a runner at first, 1 away. Top of inning number 2. A little bit outside with a pitch.
3 more pitches.
And his ground towards in low, scoops it up, goes to second with a throw, and I think it's there in time. Nice play. Inlow had to wait a little bit for Patterson to get over and cover the bag, but did and got it there in time to get Blair on the putout that will go 5-4. And there is 2 away with the runner at first. And I think the Alabama coach might be appealing, thinking that the toe came off the bag at second. And the officials will discuss. I got a feeling this one is going to stand. And it is, and out at second. Top of the order, Collins Fulmer to the plate.
Ainsley, be ready. On him.
And is popped up on the infield and coming out of the circle to make the catch is Patterson. Fulmer will fly out, and Alabama scoreless in the top of the second. We head to the bottom of the second. Sophie Patterson starting it off. Lily Patterson and Ansley Robertson 2 up in the inning 2. That is popped up, and coming out of the circle to make the catch is Bernie Stevens. And Patterson out number 1. Lily Patterson next. Alabama in the 3rd. Brooklyn Sasser, Kinsley Cox, and Claire Dixon all coming to the plate. Shot towards left field. That will drop in as a base hit for Patterson. Hit number 3 in the game for South Carolina. And a base runner aboard. Robertson with a runner at first, 1 away, bottom of the second, 5-zip Alabama lead. South Carolina trying to take the bottom of the second as an opportunity to knock some runs off the Bama advantage. Popped up to short, and there the catch will be made by Brooklyn Sasser. 2 gone for Lee Price. There is a swing and a miss by Price. Alabama in the 3rd, Sasser, Cox, and Dixon. Alabama with wins over Louisiana, Florida, South Carolina, and North Carolina. And obviously South Carolina would love to avenge the loss to Alabama. Popped up to first, and there the catch made by Claire Dixon. 2 innings in, and Alabama by 5.
Let's go, SC!
Leading off for Alabama, number 14, Brooklyn Sasser.
Hey, girls, let's catch it in there!
Top of the third gets underway. Brooklyn Sasser coming to the plate for Alabama. Kinsley Cox and Claire Dixon due up in the inning. 2, a leadoff base hit for Sasser, who will make her way to first. That is hit number 10 in the game for Alabama. Again, a reminder, I do not give errors to 8 and U. Sorry, if you're 8, you're under, you're playing softball on, stay not particularly hot day, but on any given day. Don't charge E's. You get a base hit, get on. You wrap into a fielder's choice, you get on, or you go down, but there is no error charged in my unofficial scorebook. Now, the official scorekeeper might see it otherwise. Pitch number 3 to Cox, who had a single and scored one of the 5 first-inning runs for Alabama. South Carolina in the bottom of the third, Cook, Shealy, and Price. 10, 11, and 12 in the order. And it's fouled off towards our photographer, trying to run away from that fouled off shot. Went one way and the ball went that way, and then finally broke the other way to get out of the way. Angels have one more day of softball. They'll be playing tomorrow. Ground in low at third, goes to second with the throw, got the lead runner. So Cox wrapping into the 5-4 for out number 1.
Let's go, we got 2 more to go, let's get it!
Claire Dixon next. Dixon with a single in the first. Kenny Wallace to the on-deck circle. One away, one aboard. Popped up by Dixon. And the catch made in right center field. And there's 2 away. Two gone. Kenny Wallace to the plate. Had a single in the first. Still got a base runner at first. Kinsley Cox. Zalea Reynolds moving to the on-deck circle. Kinsley Cook, Emily Shealy, Presley Price in the South Carolina part of the third.
Get it in there, girl!
And a shot towards left field, drops in. Throw to second, not quite in time. And you've got a couple of base runners on after Kenny Wallace. Single Cox goes to second.
Doesn't hurt.
Zelaya Reynolds to the plate.
Oh, man, be ready.
Reynolds with a fly out to left center field in the first.
Tag your bag.
Andy Smith moving to the on-deck circle. Couple of base runners aboard, 2 are gone. Top of the third. All 5 Alabama runs coming in the first. South Carolina hoping their bottom part of the order gets the offense on track to the bottom of the third. That is lifted towards right center field, drops in as a base hit. Rounding third is Cox. She will come in to score. Rounding third, Wallace. Throw to the plate, not there. Taking off for second, Reynolds. And Alabama scores 2. And Reynolds will deliver with a 2 RBI single. And Alabama by a touchdown and an extra point kick. Andy Smith coming to the plate. Brody Kilpatrick to the on-deck circle. Foul away towards the third base coach. Smith with a single and a run scored in the first. Ground right up the middle, picked up by Miles, whips it over to first. It's there. And the put out will go 6-3, leaving a runner on. 2 runs in, Alabama by 7, South Carolina coming to bat in the bottom of the third. Bottom of the third, Kinsley Cook starting it off. Ellery Shealy and Presley Price 2 up in the inning 2.
Watch it, baby. Watch the ball and knock it out. You got it. Don't watch it. Run.
And it's popped up, foul territory, out of play. And Cook will hit the brakes, come back to the plate, pick up the stick, get ready for another pitch. Alabama 2 runs in the top of the third. Added to the 5 runs in the first. Line drive shot to short. Sasser goes over to get it for out number 1. One away for Ellery Shealy. Presley Price moving to the on-deck circle. No swing on the first pitch to Price. Coming over from the circle to Stevens. Grabs it, goes to first. Shealy out of the 1-3.
Now stepping
And there is 2 away. Presley Price to the plate. Top of the order, Tinsley Barwick to the on-deck circle. Top of the 4th for Alabama will send Kilpatrick, Slater, and Paul to the plate. As that one is fouled away.
Come on, Presley, you got this.
4th inning shout-outs coming up. I hope you are prepared. Got your thoughts together, got your pictures together. Throw to first, 5-3 goes to put out a Price. 1-2-3 goes South Carolina in the 3rd. We head to the 4th, and your shout-outs on JockJive.
All right, girls, let's catch him in there.
Number 9, quickly, Kilpatrick.
Time to get your shout-outs, 334-488-1385. It is the number posted on the scoreboard. And by now, you know the process, right? Don't have to go through all the gory details. I can give them to you in a nutshell. Who, what, who, where. Who is it to, who's it from, what is it, and where you're watching. And if you got a, wow, what a nice grab at second. On the line drive shot by Kilpatrick Patterson. Doing a very nice job. 334-488-1385. Team Alabama 8, you good luck. Kinsley Cox, Mama, Daddy, and Addie love you, and they're cheering you on. Go Bama. Another opportunity for Patterson. And she'll make good on that one, too. 1 through the air, 1 on the ground.
All right, let's get this last
2 gone in the 4th with Libby Paul coming to the plate. Let's go Alabama and Z Reynolds, number 24, Uncle Craig, and Ante Red still watching from Cozumel, Mexico, still enjoying that cruise. Z from Troy, let's go Team Alabama defense,
Y'all be ready,
says the
girls.
shout-out.
Play this play.
Way to play Team Bama from Georgia.
3 more pitches.
Bring that trophy back to Troy girls. Love the Sullins girls. Hey, we need to hear from South Carolina, too. 334-488-1385. Miles picks it up at short. Rocking over to first, not in time. Trying to get to second. And in safely is Paul.
Hey, that's all right. Hey, making accurate throws, girls. Let's go.
Now batting number 4, Taylor Blair.
So a base runner in scoring position. 2 gone, top of the 4th. Sawyer Blair to the plate. Pops it up, foul territory.
Foul.
Trying to get there in low, but can't.
Y'all got to catch that.
Go Brooklyn Sasser. Mrs. Harwell and Ridge are cheering you on. Let's go, Troy. Bring it home, girls. Love Coach Rowe, Coach Shelby, and the whole Forever 5 sports family watching from back home in Troy. Blair with a wrap over towards third. Inlow knocks it down, hangs on it, or hangs on to it. And a couple of base runners aboard for Bertie Stevens. And then has the, by the way, the last shout out. Is that kind of like the cockroach? Anyway, trying to think of the Spanish name for a dancer. Ah, man. Listen, I can't think of my middle name right now, much less a name for a dancer. Shout out to Collins from Crystal and Scotty from Bradley saying go Bama. Starling family has been cheering loud back home in Troy. We're proud of our Alabama girls. Shout out to Sawyer Blair, number 4 on the field, number 1 in our hearts. Let's go Bama. Love Sam and Jane. Go Bama, proud of you girls. The Stevens girls. Right back up the middle, knocked down by Patterson. Goes to first, gets Bertie Stevenson on the 1-3 putout. First half of your shout-outs in South Carolina. Alabama has dominated the Tech shout-outs. Looking for FC shout-outs when we head to the bottom of the 4th. Top of the order, bottom of the 4th for South Carolina, and your second half of shout-outs. So proud of my granddaughter, number 24, Z Reynolds, watching from Dothan, Alabama. There's a leadoff base hit for Tinsley Barwick. South Carolina in business here in the bottom part of the 4th. Go Bernie, watching from LaGrange, Georgia. Katie and Chase love you. Or in the Spanish dancer, Salsa Ladies. Well, that wasn't the name I was looking for, but it was your emoji, so you are right. The Salsa Ladies. Let's go see Reynolds from Kyson and Kaya. We're proud of you, Lizzie, and Sophie Patterson from Avery, Maddie and Tucker. Go Team SC. There you go, South Carolina. Definitely want you in the mix. Go Team Alabama. Love Maggie. Nix and Nora are proud to keep up the good work from Troy. Popped up. And it will knock on top of the tent, which hangs underneath our, or above our broadcast booth. We are underneath the tent here. Let's go Z Reynolds and number 24 from your mother, Tori.
There you go.
Round to second. It'll be scooped up there by Fulmer. Steps on the bag to get the lead runner, Barwick.
Come on, Bam. Get it
One
in.
away with Autumn Latham on and Braylon Barwick coming to the plate.
Drive it home,
Go Bertie
Bam.
Claire, Libby, Z, Bailey, and Kenny. Love Brina and parents.
Now batting, number 29, Braylon Barwick.
Come on, Bam. You got it. Let's whack them and stack them, baby.
A little bit outside with a pitch to Barwick, who ground into an 8-6 in the first. Ansley Miles to the on-deck circle, chopped over towards second. And Fulmer can't make the play. Couple of base runners on. Latham at second, Barwick at first. Ansley Miles coming to the plate. South Carolina trying to take a bite out of the lead before going to the fifth. Taylor, get me a home run, girl. Cousin Jamal in Atlanta. So proud of you, Sawyer B. Way to go, Bama girls. We're so proud of y'all. Finish strong and bring home that title from the Crow family. Wow, that's hit well. But the catch made in left center field. And let's see if we can get a back turn so we can give credit where credit is due. I think that is, well, I'm not sure who it is that made this spectacular catch there. I see a one as one of the jerseys. Numbers. I'm not sure what the other jersey number is. Avery Inlow to the plate. Inlow ground into a 4-3. Got a base hit into right field, and that will sneak between the legs of Tammy Slater. Here comes Latham from third. She will score. And also coming in to score is Barwick. And South Carolina plates a couple of runs on the Inlow shot. So a couple of base runners on. Sophie Patterson coming to the plate. The shout out simply says Alabama. Another Bama girls. Let me see that hop. Miss Jane. Thank you, Miss Jane. And one favor while we're working shout outs. Don't forget to follow us as a subscriber on YouTube. We're trying to get to 5,000 and need about 250 more to get to 5,000 subscribers. Shout out to Bernie from the Knicks crew. Ground to third. Wallace has got it. Goes to first. It's there, and Patterson's out on the 5-3. South Carolina on the board, though. 2 runs plate. A 5-run Alabama lead going to the fifth. Top of the fifth, top of the order. Collins Fulmer will start it off. Brooklyn Sasser and Kinsley Cox due up in the inning too. Hey, thanks for all the shout outs. One more, thanks to all the coaches for doing an outstanding job from Jimmy Reynolds. Popped up to second and coming over to make the catch, Patterson. South Carolina trying to hold Alabama in the top of the fifth and plate the runs necessary to force an if game in the bottom part of the inning. And there's a base hit to left field. Sasser extra bases. Will try to make second and will safely. So Sasser.
Y'all got to make accurate throws,
And I
girls.
see adult coaches shaking their heads going, these little ladies are giving me anxiety attacks.
Got to catch
Sasser
the
able to
ball,
get back
girls.
safely. Kinsley Cox,
Now batting number
1 for 2 in the game, coming to the plate.
Cox.
Fouled back to the screen by Cox, who singled in the first, ground into a 5-4 put out in the third.
Come on, girls. Let's get these next 2 outs.
By the way, again, thanks for the shout-outs. Of course, you can shout out on YouTube all game long. We just audibilize them. I'm using that word a lot now. It's a new one for me in the fourth inning.
Hey, y'all learn from that.
Claire
girls.
Dixon on deck. Base runner at second with 1 away. South Carolina mid part of their order in the bottom of the fifth.
Tutor Avery, y'all be ready.
Alabama trying to spend some more time in the top part of the inning. South Carolina trying to limit the Alabama time spent in the top of the fifth. Popped up on the infield, and that will drop right over the head of Lily Patterson. Meanwhile, rounding third, Sasser coming home. Ball is loose, and she's looking for the plate. Sasser will find it, touch it. Cox goes to third.
Now batting number 11.
And the Alabama lead going to 6.
Good side, girls.
Claire Dixon to the plate. Popped up, left field, and there the catch will be made. Tagging coming home, Cox. She'll score from third. Dixon with a sac fly that brings in a run. And the lead back to 7 for Alabama.
All right, one more out, guys. Who wants it?
98. Kenny Wallace.
Kenny Wallace to the plate. Zelaya Reynolds moving to the on-deck circle. Wallace 2 for 2 in the game. Pair of base hits. That is fouled away. I'm assuming based on the fact the official called it immediately fouled that it apparently nibbled the backstop. Patterson, Robertson, and Price in the bottom of the fifth for South Carolina. Ground towards third. Throw across the diamond from in low in time to get Wallace on the 5-3. 2 runs in, the lead 7. South Carolina needing 7 to tie, 8 to win. Bottom of the fifth, Lily Patterson coming to the plate. Ansley Robertson and Lee Price due up in the inning 2. Popped up to third and the catch made by Kenny Wallace.
Now batting number 4, Ainsley Robertson.
Ansley Robertson with a fly out to short. She was the second out in the second inning. Lee Price moving to the on-deck circle. Alabama trying to stay unbeaten. South Carolina hoping to force the if game. Fouled away by Robertson. There are Robertson and 8 more hitters. And 7 of the 9 must score to send us to extras. 8 of the 9 have got to score for South Carolina to win it in regulation. But we live in a world of sports where anything can happen. Popped up to third, and there the catch will be made by Kenny Wallace. Hey, quick reminder, subscribe to our YouTube channel. All kinds of great sports, interviews, conversations, players, coaches, you name it. Trying to get to 5,000, we're 200 plus short. And if everybody watching at this moment that hasn't subscribed wouldn't get close. 2 gone for Lee Price. And that is fouled away. More shout-outs. Let's go Bama girls from Aretha Jackson and Troy. You go Birdie, says the shout-out. South Carolina down to their last out. That is hit well towards right field. And there the catch will be made. Taylor Slater with a snag, and Alabama has won the Dixie Darlings World Series. What a great year for South Carolina. Got to the championship. But it is Alabama that will win it all and avoid the if game. Six South Carolina hits, 2 runs. They came in the 4th. Alabama 16 hits, 5 runs in the first, 2 each in the 3rd and 5th. And Alabama will win the Dixie Darlings World Series. South Carolina will finish as the runner-up. And we're going to be handing out some hardware, and just like we did last week, we keep it here for postgame in this particular case as championship and runner-up trophies are handed out. We'll be back with postgame in 60. Well, in his final, Alabama will knock off South Carolina 9-2 to capture the championship. South Carolina finishing as the runner-up. Broken Hearts wearing purple and elation in the crimson. And we've got post-game coming up. I have moved the mic in hopes that it will be near enough our PA guy to be able to pick up the post-game ceremonies. But before we send it to him, do want to say thanks so much to Prince George for the opportunity to be here. Thanks to all the parents, man. They have been a class act this week. Every team has exhibited class, and unfortunately in this day and age, that's not always true. But this weekend and last weekend it was. And congratulations to all the teams that get here. And if you get here, you've had a great year. And if you win it, you've had a fabulous season. Post-game coming up, Alabama. We'll get the biggest piece of hardware, and the next biggest will go to South Carolina. Thanks to Prince George. Thanks to the crews here for prepping the fields. Thanks to the scorekeepers, the water bearers, everybody that's made it possible for us. We appreciate that. The sponsors, too. I mean, heck, if they weren't sponsoring it, then we wouldn't be able to be here. And the sponsors include Waste Not, Buds with Sons, Virginia American Water, the Standola, and Van 6, Prince George Electric Cooperative, Inns and Suites. Thoroughly enjoyed our stay there. The Restaurant Los Tios, Uber, Johnny's, Surrey Seafood, and Touch-Tone Bank. Thanks so much. And, of course, thank you for watching. A few shout-outs before we turn it over to PA. Let's go, Troy. Way to go, Z. Reynolds from Tristan and Kendra. Let's go, Bama. Congratulations, Alabama, from Aretha in Troy. I think we've got the stage set up, table with trophies, and we're ready to get post-game underway.
Ladies and gentlemen, the Sportsmanship Award is the most coveted award in the sports world. This award signifies that the team as a whole, including the players, coaches, and fans, exemplify a true winning attitude to show sportsmanship on and off the field. This award is voted on by the umpires at the end of each game based upon the actions before, during, and after the game. This tournament sportsmanship award goes to Louisiana. Congratulations to South Carolina, runner-up of the Darlings Division Championship. As your name is called, please come forward and shake the hand of Dixie Softball Vice President Preston Leonard, National Darlings Commissioner Arnold King, and Virginia District 1 Assistant Director Caitlin Matthews as you receive your official Dixie World Series Award. Number 1, Tinsley Barwick. Number 5, Autumn Latham. Number 29, Braylon Barwick. Number 3, Ainsley Miles. Number 9, Avery Enlow. Number 15, Sophie Patterson. Number 7, Lizzie Patterson. Number 4, Ainsley Robertson. Number 8, Lee Price. Number 12, Kinsley Cook. Number 27, Ellery Sheely. Number 13, Presley Price. Manager, Josh Barwick. Coach, Elena Horn. Coach, Jeffrey Latham. And Coach, Thomas Sheely. Ladies, you may now go collect your award. And now, congratulations to the Darlings 2024 World Series champions, Alabama! Ladies, as your name is called, please come forward. Shake the hand of Dixie Softball Vice President Preston Leonard, National Darlings Commissioner Arnold King, and Virginia District 1 Assistant Director Caitlin Matthews, and receive your award. Number 8, Collins Fulmer. Number 14, Brooklyn Sasser. Number 16, Kinsley Cox. Number 11, Claire Dixon. Number 98, Kenny Wallace. Number 24, Zalea Reynolds. Number 12, Andy Smith. Number 9, Brooklyn Kilpatrick. Number 2, Kaylee Slater. Number 3, Libby Paul. Number 4, Sawyer Blair. And number 10, Birdie Stevens. Manager, Anthony Dixon. Coach Paul Cox. Coach Sterling Sasser. Coach Tom Smith. Congratulations, Alabama. You may now go get your World Series trophy.
Well, there you have it, the post-game ceremonies. Alabama wins it. South Carolina finishes as the runner-up. Thanks so much for watching our coverage. It has been great to have you on the other end of the broadcast wherever you have been watching, whether it's been Mexico or in the good old US of A. A delight to have you on the other end of the coverage. For all the folks with Prince George and JockJive, I'm Robert Williamson. So long.